or you both get together? And I mean, where does the idea for the Jones Assembly just kind of come from?
We had been talking about a place of our own that was music related since we lived in the same city together in Dallas early. But timing had never worked out.
Right.
Obviously, I went on tour and he went off to do incredible things in the restaurant world. Just timing, I had finally found myself in a place where I wasn't like building my life around playing shows across the country. I was kind of here and had just had my first little one, and that's when it became a reality. And then our business partner Fred Hall showed us this building, and that's when it got real. We had looked at other places years previously. We looked at old churches. We looked at different things around the city. Yeah. And for whatever reason, thankfully, we were just like, no, this doesn't feel real. Yeah. But we walked into this place, and it immediately felt real.
What year was that when you walked in here?
Oh man, I mean that would have been. Let's see, we opened in 2017, so that probably realistically it was probably 2015.
Okay.
When we walked into this building, spent about a year going over different architectural renderings of what could we do here. Yeah. I think we went through 4 different versions of what the Jones Assembly could be.
Right. And the area really wasn't anything.
It was nothing.
Nothing, right? You're taking a huge risk.
We knew the hotel was coming.
Yeah.
So that was something that we kind of knew okay, it'll be us and the hotel.
And that's,
and so, I was immediately had to feel I immediately felt like I had to be an adult for the first time. I remember being in meetings.
I have a child now, and
and even just being in meetings, and there were these discussions, and these talks, these adults in the room, and they were talking about things, and I was just I have no idea what they're talking about. Just different different that I mean I had just come off off and on 10 years of just being with a bunch of musician guys,
Right.
But I quickly kind of adapted and realized that I think I could be pretty good at this. Mm-hmm. But I will say, I mean, I just I think all that life experience and all the places that I've seen, the people that I've met, I really poured all of that into this place.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a thing about this place that hasn't been inspired or, brought on by some experience. Right. From out there, and I know Brian feels the same way about his travels. It all represents a part of what we've.
You take the best of what you've seen around the world and bring it, kind of put it into one spot, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, it has everything. It's a place to come hang out, have lunch, dinner, whatever. It's a place to go, get loose, place to watch game day.
Yeah, if you could just put everything about Brian and me, in a place and a concept, it's this place. That's why it's so personal. That's why this place. I hope that's why people feel there's so much heart here. Yeah, is because we really, it really is our lives poured into this. Yeah. Not only this building, but just this thing that is the Jones Assembly. It's that deep.
I mean, you got Eddie doing bingo.
Yeah, that's right. And this place feels it feels connected and important to the city. It's important to my family. It's important to Brian's family. It's important to all of our partners' families. It's bigger than just a business endeavor, it's living and breathing, and it changes, and you gotta nurture it, and that's what makes it fun. Some days I just feel like it's gonna kill me, and it's that. It's a relationship of feeling I don't want to do this anymore because it's so hard, but then the very next day you're I don't want to do anything else ever again but this play. It's that kind of relationship, and I do think it. I really don't mean to be very cheesy with all these metaphors, but I do feel getting back to what we talked about. Maybe if I hadn't have gone through that experience with my band members and living in that really intense place, I wouldn't know how to exist here. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'll say the same thing 10 years from now when I look back on this, but it's a very similar thing of just that life experience really adds to it.